Hey, didn't mean to get all pissed off, but you gotta come inside.
Well, so was yours. I mean, call it both ways, man.
Remember in the last video, I told you I was on a Reactor 5 kick? Once again, I went Reactor 5. I don't remember what the inspiration to put this kit was, other than being in a hurry and trying to find something I hadn't used in a little bit of a time. So the couple things that had come to mind quickly was the pads and the jersey. And we'll do a quick talk about that. And then I gotta tell you a little bit about the game video coming up. So right off the bat, black and green Reactor 5 pads. Pretty freaking cool to have. But one thing that I want to point out is in the last video, you'll remember I said, man, I really got to start inspecting my pads before I pack up for a game, because I mentioned I had been missing a upper boot strap on the set of pads I used in the last video, and I'll put a link up there to that one. The reason that was such on my mind was that the next week I was missing the lower shin strap on one pad. And again, I don't know why. I haven't done any research to the other time I wore these pads, so I'll do that. And if I realize that it's always been missing, I'll put a picture here. If not, I'll probably edit this out. But anyways, that's why I have this sitting here hanging on the hook. To keep things symmetrical, I guess, my panic move was remove the same strap from the other pad so that they would feel the same on each leg. So that's what I did. I just removed one more strap. Pretty cool pads. I did minor touch-ups on these a while back, and I already shared a video about that. And if I can figure out which one it was, I'll put a link up there and down in the description as well. But because I went with the green and black, and like I said, I think the jersey was part of the inspiration. This is a Pawnee Rangers Parks and Recreation TV show themed Ron Swanson jersey.
For the last 3 years, I have served as troop leader of the Pawnee Rangers. This is our handbook. I wrote the whole thing myself.
I don't wear it very often. I wanted to get it back out on the ice. A phenomenal jersey. I cannot say enough about the quality of the jersey and the patches. Everything is just beautifully done. The quality of the emblems everywhere. Everything about it. The artwork inside of the emblem is in the crest there is just amazing. I really like this jersey. So getting it out on the ice in extra time whenever I can is pretty fun to do. I'll put a link to Geeky Jerseys down in the description as well. So for gloves, I went with a mismatch set. First we have the Reactor 5, green, black, and white. I call this one Sparky. That's my nickname for it because it has a patch on it that just says Sparky. It's kind of like a custom patch, but it's not like anything I've ever seen from Cooper/CanStar of the era. I've never seen a patch like that with a customization. So I don't know if it was added after the fact or if this is how it was ordered from the factory. But good old Sparky here. And I paired it up with the Glenn Miller Icebreaker. And I've talked about this in the past. I think this might be the second time I've used that blocker. It is a full Cordura blocker. And it is technically part of his roller hockey lineup of the era. When I talked to Glenn about it, he said the only difference is the material it's made from. The material holds up better against the roller hockey ball or puck compared to what's needed for a rubber hockey puck. Pants were Reactor 5 pants again. Chest protector, Reactor 5. Always my go-to unit at this point. Skates, Bauer Supreme 7000s once again. And the stick is a Darcy Wakaluk Cooper Super Pro Light stick. Pretty awesome stick. Last time I remembered to mention that this one also has the rubber Cooper butt end on it. On my head, I went with the SK2000, HM30, and GTP dangler. And once again, reproduction bumpers from Ed Cubberley. They are way more durable than the originals or any old stock originals you can find. So that's it. That's the gear. Again, with the Reactor series, I don't really want to talk a whole lot about it because I have a full video regarding the Reactor series, like a gear review, and I'll put a link up there in the corner and down in the description in case you want to go watch that and learn a little more about the design, build, and materials and all that regarding the Reactor 5 series. The game video is coming up next, and I want to say this isn't the worst, most chippiest game I played in my few years of playing hockey now, but it was a pretty chippy one. And quite honestly, this team seemed to have targeted my son, who's a very good skater and has a hard shot. And the officiating maybe was a little bit questionable. And so things got a little chippy throughout this game. I don't know how much of that I'm going to keep in the video edit. I'm sure some of it. Basically, you'll see coming up. Once again, I have a new Instagram account, and I'll put a link down below. If you haven't gone there and followed me yet, most of the time, and I promise to get better at this, I post photos and stuff there of different pieces of the collection. Not necessarily stuff in relation to the game I just played or what I'm about to wear, but sometimes in relation to new pieces that I've acquired or features of old pieces that I've had in the collection for a while. And if you could go give it a follow, I'd really appreciate that. If you have any comments about the gear or the gameplay, please drop them down below. As always, thanks for watching.
I was born ready. I'm Ron Swanson.
Oh, I hope you did.
Very fast. Thank you.
Losing 2-1 after one.
Swim front. To the left. To the right.
Losing 5-1 after 2.
Oh, yeah. Do a cheap shot. Do a cheap shots in my face. What do you mean? How many times? Dude, hit me right in the face. Not through the shoulder to the face. I know.
You lose a game.
Yep. He's coming. Just took a stick to the face. I don't know if you saw that.
One loss.
Never half-ass two things. Whole-ass one thing.
Good job. Good hustle. Good passes. Good hustle.
Thanks,
Good
Rob.
job. Good job.
Sorry about that.
Good job.
Yeah.
Man, good job tonight.
Well, thank you.
Good job, boys. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good game, man. Good game. Thanks, Doug.
Oh, whatever. Sorry about it.
Good hustle, boys. Good hustle.
Thanks, sir.
That's fantastic.
GeekyJerseys.com. They sell player ones, too.